We're near the Basilica right now. It's January 16, 2022. We're celebrating the SINULOG Festival 2022. So as you can see, there are people lining up outside the Basilica. There are long streets at the back of the Cebu City Hall near the Southward properties. So we couldn't get inside because the line is too very long to get inside. People, that's the entrance area going inside the Basilica. That's the Magellan's Cross. As you can see, that's the Magellan's Cross. You can see there's people lining up here just outside the Basilica itself near the Magellan's Cross to get inside. There are no live masses in here, just virtual through Facebook and YouTube. They can get inside the venerate inside the Pilgrim Center and tagkot sa kandila to light some candles and ask for prayers for the Señor Santo Niño. So there's a line up there inside City Hall, and we have also a line outside the other side of the Cebu City Hall. Unlikely compared this year, there are people outside celebrating the SINULOG 2022. So we're going to continue right now straight into the downtown area. So we're going along Magallanes Street, and that's the Basilica. That is the back of the Basilica. And that's the Magellan's Cross in there. So this is also one of the entrance going into the inside the Pilgrim Center of the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño. As you can see, there are people lining up in here. This is the other entrance way getting inside. So there are people lining up in here. You can see people lining up in here. That's going to Carbon Public Market, straight to the downtown area. So they're going to get inside the Basilica. That's Jacosalin Street. And that's Plaza Sugbo in front of the Cebu City Hall. In between the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño is the Magellan's Cross. So we're going now into the downtown area to Ismania Boulevard. So this is along in between Magallanes and Ismania Boulevard going inside into the Basilica. So you can see people lining up in here. I don't know that they ang makasunod with your box card, with your valid ID. Ang valid ID, pagkatuod na na inyo ang box card. Katong box card na walang pictures, pinahanglan o valid ID. Kaya mo ba ng ilan? So they are also moving this policy of no vaccination card. You cannot get inside. So this is the, I don't know what's the tail, where is the tail end of this line going inside into the Basilica. So we're approaching now Ismania Boulevard. To my right is going to the Basilica, to my left is going to downtown Colon. In front, the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño. This is along Ismania Boulevard, and that's the entrance gate of the Basilica. So you can see people are lining up in here just to get inside the Basilica Minore del Santo Niño. And this is the street going to downtown Colon. We're along Ismania Boulevard right now. See, people are lining up in here. So it would be interesting if you're going to find and figure out where is the tail end of this line going inside into the basilica. So that's around 100 meters from the basilica in my position. So you can see there's people lining up in here, a lot of people lining up in here just to get inside the basilica. Again, there are no live masses held inside the basilica or the pilgrim center itself. We do have virtual mass through Facebook of the Facebook page of the basilica as well as the YouTube channel. So you can see there are people lining up in here. There are about more than hundreds of them, probably near to 1,000. So there's a lot of people lining up inside here. So we'd like to find where's the tail end of this line. So there's about 200 meters away from the basilica. I'm here. So that's the usual thing during the SINULOG celebration. There are t-shirts selling in here. We've got hennas. That's the usual celebration before COVID-19. So at least there's a different changes from last year's celebration of the SINULOG Festival compared to this year's 2022. So we're approaching now Colon Street. So there are still people lining up in here, going into the basilica. And now we're just very near in the intersection of Osmeña Boulevard and Manalili Street. Manalili Street is here, intersection of Manalili Street and Osmeña Boulevard. So I'm looking for where is the tail end of the line going inside to the basilica. So probably this is the tail end of the line going inside to the basilica. So around in this area is the tail end. So we still have a lot of street vendors selling this kind of props. With also balloons and a slight traffic compared to last year where there are less vehicles, less people getting inside in here. So we're approaching Colon Street right now. We're approaching Colon Street right now. So this is the situation owing to Basilica Minore del Santo Niño. So that is Basilica there. About 200 and 250 meters away from here. And this is Colon Street. It's quite different from last year. Already I've done a vlog on that on my channel about the 2021 SINULOG celebration. So we are now in Colon Street. It's a section of Osmeña Boulevard. So this we're in front of the most popular and famous department store and grocery store in the country. So supposedly in the usual celebration of the SINULOG, a huge massive crowd in here compared to this year, but at least there's a lot of changes in here compared from 2021 celebration. So at least we are improving right now in terms of celebrating the most festive festival of all in the Philippines. It's around 7:35 in the evening right now, January 16, 2020. Celebration of the SINULOG Festival in Cebu. So as you can see, still a lot of people flocking in around the Basilica area or in the Osmeña Boulevard. Osmeña Boulevard area that's straight going to downtown Colon. So as you can see, there's still people flocking, hoping to get inside And from that area is the entrance going into the Magellan's Cross, getting inside into the Basilica area. So that's the Basilica area in there, fronting the España Boulevard. That's the main entrance gate to the Basilica. So as you can see, it's not the unusual thing compared to last year in 2021.